President Donald Trump told reporters today he has nothing against the Pope and says he's not fighting with him. White House correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen.
Veronica, good evening to you. Well, under a blazing hot sun today here at the White House on the South Lawn that was packed with reporters. Reporters, in fact, asked the president about 20 minutes worth of questions. The president said he has the right to disagree with the Pope and that the Pope can say what he wants. I was able to shout a few questions to the president myself. Take a listen.
Are you still interested in meeting with, sir? Are you still interested in meeting with the Pope? Are you still interested in? No? Sir, Iran's going to execute 4 more protesters, reportedly, including the first woman protester. What do you tell Iran, sir?
Well, tell that to the Pope. What did you say? Tell that to the Pope.
You want to patch things up with the Pope?
That Iran is going to. Did you just hear that? Iran is going to execute 4 people, including war?
And we're also tracking a major development out of the Middle East tonight. Earlier today, President Donald Trump, he announced a 10-day ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon. And President Trump has invited Israel's prime minister and Lebanon's president to the White House for talks.
Heading to Marine One, President Donald Trump discusses the ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon after more than a month of war between Israel and the Iran-backed Hezbollah.
With Lebanon, it's very exciting. I think we're going to have a deal. We're going to have a meeting, first time in 44 years, and Lebanon will be meeting with Israel, and they're probably going to do it at the White House.
As for the efforts to end the conflict between the U.S. and Iran,
and it's looking very good that we're going to make a deal with Iran, and it's going to be a good deal. It's going to be a deal with no nuclear weapon. If there's no deal, fighting resume.
At the Pentagon, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth warns the U.S. military is ready to restart combat operations should this new Iranian regime choose poorly and not agree to a deal. He tells Iran's military leadership, "We're watching you."
And we know what military assets you are moving and where you are moving them to. While you are digging out, which is exactly what you're doing, digging out of bombed out and devastated facilities, we are only getting stronger.
And Hegseth says the U.S. naval blockade of Iranian ports continues.
This blockade, which the chairman will detail this morning, is the polite way that this can go. Your energy is not moving and will not move, and we can do this all day.
More than 10,000 sailors, Marines, and airmen, over a dozen ships and dozens of aircraft are executing this mission.
In addition, Hegseth criticized mainstream media for acting like the Pharisees in the Bible.
Your politically motivated animus for President Trump nearly completely blinds you from the brilliance of our American warriors. The Pharisees scrutinized every good act in order to find a violation, only looking for the negative.
Now, tonight in Las Vegas, President Trump talks taxes. Ahead of the midterms, Americans are focused on the economy. And then tomorrow, the president travels to Phoenix to attend a Turning Point USA event. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.